What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you the latest information about MMTLP saga, and I will give you the detailed step-by-step instruction what should you do if you want to reduce your risks to lose your money because of the potential FINRA fraud and synthetic shares of MMTLP. So let's start with this. First of all, I have to say that definitely we don't have MMTLP ticker. That's why this video will be without the technical analysis, obviously. And I have to say that we have quite good news from next bridge Hydrocarbons. They filed 8K form, and let me show you that this form has basically two main parts. First of all, let me zoom in a little bit. First of all, it is the change in control of registrant, and second one, it is the departure of directors or certain officers, election of directors, appointment of certain officers, compensatory arrangements of certain officers. And I have to say that because of this document we can conclude that the spin-off happened, and right now it is completely different legal entity. I mean next bridge Hydrocarbons that has completely different board of directors, and right here you can see the people who are in this board of directors, and definitely it is a very good next step. On top of that, right here you can find the official news release, and let me go to this. The company also announced that its transfer agent, American Stock Transfer and Trust Company, is in the process of mailing statements of holdings to all registered stockholders. And right here you can find how you can contact the AST directly by mail or by phone. And if your MMTLP Series A preferred stock are held in an account at a broker, bank, broker-dealer, custodian or other similar organizations, then you are beneficial owner of shares held in street name. You should contact your custodial institution directly if you wish to have your shares registered. And I've told you on my previous video that you have to call your broker-dealer and you have to ask them when you will receive these shares, and I will give you the entire instructions in just several minutes. And for now, let's continue with this news. First of all, definitely, if you want to know the entire situation directly related to metamaterials, to next bridge Hydrocarbons and the MMTLP preferred shares saga, definitely you should follow this Twitter account. It is a Smoky Stock, Uncle Smoky Stock Trades, and right here you can see the latest update of its 31-page report, and it is the most detailed information that has a very good structure, and it was just recently updated on December the 20th. As you can see, this document has been updated to include the OTC market images and more, and the work on this document is still in process. So let's continue with the John Burda Twitter account. And for those of you who don't know, John Burda is the former Torchlight Energy CEO. And just several hours ago, he wrote, "Day one in the books of the long driving journey. Was able to have a lengthy call with the attorneys on potential paths, investigating possible paths and reconvening later in the week. We are on it. This will not be swept under the rug." And definitely, I have to say, John Burda will do his best in order to solve the problem of synthetic shares and of potential FINRA fraud. That's why I highly recommend you to follow his Twitter account, because he posts a lot of very useful information. So, and let me show you another quite interesting news. Right here you can see the list of brokerages having distribution issues, and there is plenty of brokerages, and you can find your brokerage right here, and then just call them in order to find out when your stocks will be issued directly for you. And let me show you another quite interesting information. Well, first of all, let me show you that Charles Schwab is also in this list, and let me show you that Charles Schwab will not allocate NextBridge Hydrocarbons shares to shareholders until they have all the NextBridge shares to give to holders of MMTLP, per Schwab's Corporate Action Department phone call. So it is not the official information, it is just the details of the phone call. That's why you cannot rely for 100% on this information, but this information is still very promising. And the next information that I want to give you is right here. If you don't know how to call to your broker, and if you don't know what to ask, just follow this instruction. Retail investors, request your broker to contact the DTCC on your behalf using the WINS system. WINS allow brokers to contact the DTCC securely about the status of their clients' securities. The DTCC WINS system provides a convenient and secure way for brokers to stay informed about the status of their clients' securities and cash transactions and take appropriate action as needed. And definitely this is instruction more useful for those of you who owns MMTLP shares via some minor brokerages. And on top of that, let me show you that according to this information, retail investors have the right to know whether or not their shares are real. And let me quote you this. Retail investors, don't be afraid to ask your broker about the securities you own or are considering. Rule 2111 requires brokers to disclose key info, including whether a security is synthetic. And right here you can see the update, the further information. FINRA Rule 2111B requires broker-dealers to provide certain disclosures to customers when selling securities. This includes disclosing the type of security, the issue of the security, and any material risks associated with the security. Broker-dealers must also disclose whether a security is a synthetic security, which is a financial instrument that derives its value from an underlying asset, such as an index or a commodity. Relevant language of FINRA Rule 2111B states: a member or associated person shall disclose to a customer prior to the customer's purchase of the security all material information concerning the security of issuer, including any material risks of the security or issuer. Therefore, broker-dealers are required to disclose whether a security is a synthetic security as a part of their obligation to provide material information about the security to customers prior to purchase. This means just ask them directly and they have to answer you. Definitely, they will tell you that they have to have more time in order to have more information from DTCC or from other authorities in order to give you the most relevant information. But still, you have to make this call in order to reduce your risks. On top of that, let me show you another life hack. Right here you can see that you have the right to tell your broker at any time to produce physical shares of any company that you own stock in. So if your broker tells you your NextBridge Hydrocarbons shares have been delivered and are in their custody, you have the right to demand they physically deliver the shares to you. And in my opinion, it is quite interesting point, because I didn't know about that. And if you ask your broker to issue the physical copy of these shares, definitely it will be a very good sign that your shares are not synthetic. So I have to say that it is pretty much all information that I wanted to give you. And if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad.